What's a harmless prank to play on your friends? If you're in a position to do it, make them a celebrity for a day. When I was a grad student we did this to one of our professors. About a dozen of us coordinated to offer our students in freshman composition extra credit if they went up to one of our professors and pretended he was a celebrity and asked for his autograph, get a picture taken with him, etc. We made sure to give them all his schedule for the day, let him know where his office was, and just let them loose. He got stopped dozens of times to sign autographs and take pictures. It irritated the hell out of him, but he appreciated the joke. I really like this one, especially if you give them some back history so they can gush things like I've read your article in volume 35 number 7 of the Journal of Meteorology dozens of times. I've read your entire Reddit comment history. Shudder. If they spend time on their computer, download the Nick Cage Chrome extension. It replaces every picture with one of Nick Cage. That's it. Pulled this one on my mom one time, and she thought we got hacked for a little bit. I had totally forgot that I did that. Well, to be fair, she did get hacked. By you. When I lived in Chicago, my grocery store was in a Polish neighborhood. Used to buy piles of Polish greeting cards and just mail them randomly to friends. Cool. This made me laugh harder than it should have. Steal something innocuous, like a pair of distinct socks from their dresser. Mail it to your most remote acquaintance. Have your acquaintance mail it back to your friend without explanation. Ultimately harmless, but their confusion after receiving something of their own in the mail from someone they've never met from a place they've never been is delicious. I love this. Plus you get to steal someone's socks. Username checks out. I just wish yours wasn't based on a true story. A friend of mine sent unmarked postcards featuring different chimpanzees to me about once a week for more than a year. They all had the same message. Having a great time. Wish you were here. Love, me. They all misspelled my name in different ways. They came from all over the world. She'd coordinated with a bunch of people she knew internationally. It got to the point where I saw my letter carrier and head shake his head and ask, another one. I never figured out who was sending them until she fessed up. I know this is a Bare Naked Ladies song. I believe that was the inspiration. Honey, why do you have so many photos of chimpanzees in your drawer? It is not what you think. Who, I get it. I'm not gonna judge. Plus it's a good excuse for those of us who actually do have pictures of chimpanzees in our drawers. I sent large conspicuous boxes to my friends labeled Drive. Robusto's Micropenis Enlargement Kit. The side said reusable. Why not refurbished? Like new on the side instead. Likely used. Swap their M and N keycaps on their keyboards. Dude, that's so lame. Am I with a grain of intelligence is gonna notice straight away. Kudos for the effort made typing that out. No problem. No me no problems. Duct tape a harmonica to the grill of your BFF's car. When your loved ones hit 40 miles per hour, they'll hear beautiful wailing sounds reminiscent of Neil Young. That's what it'll do. Back in college I went to Vegas. While I was there I collected hundreds of those cards they hand out on the strip for call girls / escorts. When I got home I put these cards everywhere in my roommate's car. I put most of them on the seats and the floors. But I also hid them in the trunk, under the floor mats, under the seats, in the glove box, in the gas lid. Basically every nook I could think of. He thought the initial cleaning up of the ones on the seats and floors was the end of it. Nope. He was finding these cards for years, and every time he did he'd send me a picture of it. It was great. I was in Vegas a week ago or so, just passing through the city on our trip, and I saw a truck going around with an ad for escorts. That was slightly weird for me. Love them unconditionally and support them in their hobbies / interests. That'll really duck em up who. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank, bro. I actually hate you. Joke's on you, bro. My depression already caused me to assume that all along. Double prank, bro. People care about you. Whenever someone leaves the CAC card at work we tape it to something like a ceiling fan or a wall clock. Somewhere you look for but also in plain sight. I wonder how many other people know what a common access card is. Well, I know what a common access card is. But what is a common access card card? Leave a random object on their doorstep during the night. If it confuses them enough, it may mildly bother them for the rest of their life. I mean, somebody left a painted rock on my steps and it basically made my summer. Somebody sent me an exploding pipe bomb full of dick-shaped glitter. I'm still finding dick glitter in my kitchen to this day, years later. The shoulder tap misdirection. I did this once to my friend and ever since then he's been trying to get me, and ever since then I've never fallen for it. Over here. When I was in college, had a guy in our dorm who used to always obsess over how many likes his post got on Facebook. Once he left his laptop open, and we set his post settings from everyone to only me without him realizing so nobody could see his posts. Went for a solid week before he realized why nothing he posted was getting any likes. Poor guy probably had his confidence shattered that week, mayo, or just break his addiction to attention. Seriously people, delete Facebook. Your mental health will thank you. For April Fools, one of our co-workers made these parking tickets that looked legit, placed them on co-workers' cars, and watched as they freaked out in disbelief. That's good. Hide excess Pokemon or MTG cards in their stuff. Had a buddy who was finding energy cards years after the initial prank. I did that with business cards to a co-worker once. Corporate furnished us with business cards. But within a 3-month period, we had title changes, promotions, and a change in corporate logo, and I got a new box of 500 business cards each time, so only 500 of my 500 business cards were usable by the end of the 3 months. I tucked those cards everywhere in her stuff, and she was finding them for years. When I lived in Chicago, my grocery store was in a Polish neighborhood. Used to buy piles of Polish greeting cards and just mail them randomly to friends. Every few weeks I turned down the speed of my co-worker's bending machine by like 0.1 mm/secretary. He noticed that his machine takes longer than mine. But first, he doesn't know how to turn it back. Second, he doesn't know it's me. And third, he doesn't know that it will get worse. Set it back to normal from time to time, man. Start the cycle anew. Gonna do it when I hit the minimum. Could that be dangerous if he's expecting bit to be really slow and then suddenly be fast? The rapid traverse isn't changed. Only the bending speed itself is manipulated. Also, the machines have a safety light barrier. For my friend's 30th birthday, I updated the autocorrect option on her home laptop that, whenever she typed in her name, it corrected to old lady. This is genius. Put a stick knot on their car that says, "Sorry for the damage." Hide in a bush and watch them look for the damage. Bird seed on top of ceiling fan blades. It's even better if they don't turn it on often. Time delay prank. This one is especially good because if they go long enough without turning on the fan, eventually the seeds will grow into birds. You know birds don't come from seeds, right? Username checks out. Pulled this one years ago. Went to the local Goodwill and bought 4 cheap alarm clocks. Then hid them in my then GF's place and set the alarms at 2 AM, 2:20 AM, 2:40 AM, 3 AM, the morning of April 1st. Just to show how long ago this was, I took my phone off the hook until after I woke up. I had an alarm wake me up too once and at first I thought it was a prank and went back to sleep. Little did I know my misjudgment would prove fatal because the alarm was activated just before the accident. Username checks out. Old keys on cheap key rings with a friend's name and phone number. Drop about 20 in random places during the day. That's wicked. Step 1. Unknowingly put a Bluetooth speaker in your friend's backpack. Step 2. Make sure the speaker is on and already connected to your phone's Bluetooth beforehand. Step 3. Get on public transport. Step 4. Play something embarrassing like Miley Cyrus hit Single Party in the USA. I plugged a wireless mouse into a coworker's computer. My cubicle was 40 feet away, but from my desk I could see his monitor. So I slowly moved the cursor to the right while he was trying to use it. Then slowly to the left. I clicked on random things. I stopped and started randomly. I stopped every time he tried to show anybody else, even though they were all in on the prank. At one point, while he was working on some papers and not looking at his screen, I opened the start menu and shut his computer down. I kept it going for a week before he was at the point of losing his mind, and I finally told him. Changing around the inside part of their pens is amusing. See them briefly thjnk, they lost their mind. Doesn't work as well on me cause I'm calm or blind. I kept reading pens as penis for some reason. I was so confused / concerned / curious. I think I need to take a break from Reddit for a while. Thank God I'm not the only one. Bless you for your comment. Take a screenshot of the desktop with icons. Make it the background image. Delete the icons. If you want to be truly harmless, just move the icons to a folder in the corner. Sometimes people use specific shortcuts on their computers that may be hard to recreate. A better solution would be to hide the icons, and only a couple, so almost all work as they should, but Chrome will never open. Only Windows Explorer. Lol. Rearranging their furniture without making a sound and then leaving. You'll be Satan's. Well, you asked. Don't poke a sleeping ghost if you don't have a shotgun to run with. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.